Oh man, fuck, it feels nice. Oh my god. It feels so nice. Oh, it feels so good. No way, man. No fucking way.
If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. So hey guys, Ironic Rebound here. I got myself a brand new CBR650F. And I've got to say, this thing is balls. It's awesome. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Huge, well, seemingly huge power increase over the 500R. Obviously, 650 cc power plant, detuned 600 RR engine. So apparently it's a sort of a redesigned all new engine for this season, or for 2013 I think was the first year. But yeah, this thing is sweet. It's so sweet. Honestly, it pulls like crazy. It's a lot more than I'm used to. But a perfect upgrade from a 500, definitely. Handles a little bit more sluggishly. I mean, sluggish is relative. Handles, I mean, it's pretty flickable. The 500 was maybe a little bit more flickable, but it could be a lot to do with the rear tire, which is a 180 on this vehicle, which I believe on the CBR was a 160, and the CBR 500 was a smaller tire. Yeah, it was a 160. It's the 180. So, but that lends itself to really good stability. I've been on the highway with it quite a bit, and much more stable. Things like the resurfaced sections of the road don't really, terrify me nearly as much. You feel a lot more planted, a lot less buffeting from transports and rigs going by you. You really have a lot more sense of stability. Whereas it does take a little bit more to push. Once you're in the line, it really does seem to track the line really well. It holds that line really, really well. All in all, a great bike. It was on sale, and it actually cost me very little more than the 500R cost, which was pretty amazing. And yeah, honestly, I've had it since yesterday, and it's an awesome machine, beautiful machine, very well, really finished, really sort of, you can tell they really did some work on it. It's a Honda, it's refined. I mean, it's not the fanciest, not a Ducati, what have you, but a really nice piece of machinery. Handles really well. The characteristics of an inline 4 coming from a twin, obviously very different. Although this engine is tuned somewhat to perform lower. We've got an RPM gauge that goes up to 13. I haven't hit redline because I'm doing a pseudo soft break-in. But the revving is very different. You probably can't hear it very much. It does need an exhaust. I'm finding that's going to be one of the initial challenges. It's a one-piece exhaust from header down to the exhaust, so it'll involve either some welding to open up the cat and do some work, and or a full custom exhaust. So that'll obviously be a little bit more of an expensive exhaust. I'd like to do just an initial, some sort of modification for now, because it is way too quiet for me, but it really does sound nice. You probably can't hear it much in this video, but we'll park somewhere and we'll have a look at it. I noticed noticed as well, it feels like a bigger bike. I believe it's, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds heavier, I believe, wet. It does not have quite the same fuel economy, although these first kilometers have been, you know, obviously rather spirited and a lot of touch and go, a lot of rev. So it's hard to say, but I assume, just based on the power plant and the output, the power, that I will not be getting the 450 or so kilometers that I was getting on the 500. It's very unlikely. The gear selector, the gear shift is really nicely done. Feels very positive, very sort of forceful shifting. I'm not sure how to put it exactly, but you really feel it goes into gear really well. I found that the 500R was a little bit more sort of sloppy between gears, more often missed shifts and things like that. Mind you, I was learning, but this is a very sort of confident sort of click right into gear. Really nice. Seating position is a little more aggressive than the 500R. I'm a little bit more hunched over, but the seat being wider and the pegs, I guess the fact that it's a single seat, I can sit back further. You can pretty much get the lean on as much as you'd like, or you can sit more upright, and it feels pretty comfortable. The bars are really well placed. I can't say that I have any issues with them. I do notice, because I'm more leaning forward now, more of in a race position, I do at times in the last day feel more pressure in with the palms of my hands, but again, it's only because I'm not supporting with the tank. There's actually some grippy material right on the body. My knees kind of sit right above it, though. I'm not sure what that's there for, but we'll have a look when I do a little walk around regardless. But yeah, all in all, awesome ride. A fantastic, possibly first bike for someone who has some self-control, but a great second bike for sure. I don't know that you would step anywhere other than here as a second bike, especially if you're coming from a 500. There's really no way you'd go. There's nothing else. There's no other class. It does have a lot of roll-on power. The tuning on the motor seems to lend itself to a decent amount of roll-on in any gear. I mean, obviously from stopped, you can roll on pretty comfortably in second, but even in higher gears on the highway, doing 100, and then in 6, let's say, and then rolling on that throttle, you do feel a confident pull. It doesn't snap your neck back, but you do feel it. It's pretty amazing. Definitely a lot more than the 500 would give you. I believe the top speed is 246 or so, but I haven't tested that, of course, yet. But yeah, beautiful view. Wow, this is so nice. This is a November day in Toronto, in Port Credit. Beautiful. So there she is. That is her. The Honda CBR650F. She is beautiful in my mind, in my opinion. That swing arm. As I said, redesigned motor for 2013. Gray and carbon fiber plastics. Very nice machine. It runs like a dream, as you've heard in some of the review I've done. They had 2 colors available, I believe, in Canada. Was the blue and the gray, and in the United States there's the matte black. So a few things: dual front calipers with ABS. Those things are great, work much better than the 500R. Rear single disc ABS as well. That swing arm is the first thing that really gets to me. I love that thing. It's really awesome. It looks amazing, like really amazing. That exhaust too is really nice. Very quiet. It's a single piece exhaust from the header straight down to the tip. So it is going to be a bit of a pain. What is that? It's cracked. What the fuck? No, it's not cracked, just dirty. It's an inline 4 redesigned motor for 2013, I believe, last year. Even things like the shifter here, really grippy, or the brake, really grippy, rear brake. Rear pegs, really nice. Seat is very comfortable. Not crazy about this banana style seat, and this will have to come off. But generally it's very comfortable. Don't mind this shitty carbon fiber thing I put on here. Didn't put on too well. It was a cheap one. I had it. It was bent. I gotta get it new. So yeah, the seat is very comfortable. There is a cowl for it, which I'm looking at getting. There are levers. These levers are a little ridiculous, but they are adjustable by the looks of it, which is pretty cool. Wow, I didn't notice that. The dealership did not tell me that. Looks like there's some adjustment available for the brake, not for the clutch. The clutch is way out here, and they're huge. What else we got? The rear set's kind of odd. I mean, they have this chunky... I'm not sure why Honda does that. I guess it's to dampen vibration. Doesn't look that great. It feels good though. You do feel a lot of absorption. These have to go, obviously. I'm looking at getting this replaced, probably with a double bubble, only because on the highway this is not really ideal. Gas tank, I just filled up my first tank. I believe it's 20 liters. Very nice feature having for someone like me who comes from another vehicle, being able to have the hinged gas cap, always nice. Much nicer than not, believe me, from having a vehicle without it previously. Kill switch, starter, we've got a horn, hazards, which are a nice touch, high beam, low beam, and you've got your signals here as well. The mirrors aren't bad. There is some visibility. It's mostly around you, like from your elbow, and I'm sitting at 6'1". It sits about around the elbows or whatnot, but it's not bad. This tail is disgusting, obviously, but what else is new? That seems to be just par for the course. It is just a simple bolt-on here, 2 bolts, remove. And there are several tail tidies available, which will mount the plate right here, and I'm looking at maybe just getting integrated tail light. Yeah, the exhaust is my biggest concern at the moment, is the sound, but otherwise that is her, and good lord, she's pretty. Suspension, the rear is adjustable. I haven't adjusted the preload yet. I probably will. And the front are not adjustable, but I believe you can get the adjustable caps for it. If you want to have a look at the gauges, let's come around here. Let's turn her on. The startup sequence, really nice, really nice. So we have the clock, we have gas gauge, odometer, we've got our various warning lights, we've got the RPM gauge, this is digital, and we've got the speedometer. I'm not sure what these do. We've got trip A, trip B. You've got liters per 100 kilometers. So fuel economy, average 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers. 13.9 liters. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's what I filled or what I've used. And yeah, so I would like to have a gear indicator as a noob, but not available. Turn signals are awesome, like very bright, obviously, with these and those, but really nice display here as well. But yeah, hazards. Look at that. So nice. Real nice. It's like a little slice of heaven right there just for me. We'll do a startup on it as well, just so you can hear it. Very quiet. Very nice ride. Very happy with it. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the review. Like, comment, and subscribe. And ride safe. Oh man, fuck, it feels nice! Oh my god! It feels so nice!
Virgin it.
Oh, it feels so good.
Burn out.
No way, man. No fucking way.
If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. So hey guys, Ironic Rebound here. I got myself a brand new